Hello, welcome. Today I'm back at the drainage ditch. We actually have multiple culverts that this ditch goes through. This is just one of the ones that the Beaver's the most persistent about keeping clogged up. Last two videos have been about unclogging this culvert. I know this isn't typically the type of content that's been on my channel. Of my small 500 subscriber base that I have, they've come primarily from my international harvester videos or Jeep trail videos, those things like that. I'm still going to continue with that content, and I'm not going to say it's regular cadence because it really doesn't have any cadence. It's kind of random. It's maybe like once a month. But these videos will become more frequent, probably almost weekly if I can. And I want to give a little bit more detail too about this. And I'll use the drone to kind of illustrate it a little bit better because you can kind of see it all that way. So this is what's called a lateral. It's basically a drainage ditch. Our farm is right here, surrounds us. It floats to the center. So rain runoff, irrigation runoff, it all comes to the center, to this ditch. It flows west and hits the main ditch. It goes south, it goes to a bayou. We have beavers and they clog this up. So the reason why that's important is because if the water doesn't go out, the fields flood. And this has been a really bad problem. This ditch here, it actually has a branch that goes to the south, goes all the way to the back of the property, turns east, goes all the way to the edge of the property. And we use that to flood that field in the wintertime for ducks and geese and such. But when we open the gate, we need it to drain. We need it to stay drained to be able to plant it, get tractors on it, things like that without getting stuck. That field hasn't been planted in multiple years because we cannot keep the water off of it because of the beavers. So I just recently moved back. I've been living kind of far away from the family farm for a lot of years, and I'm back here now. And so it's going to be pretty constant. I'm going to make sure that that field back there gets planted next year. So we're going to start. In the last video you saw, we came real early, trying to get it to drop significantly, like 2 feet, hoping that it would make the beaver nervous and come out early. Typically they'll come out at dark or just right at dark, and they'll hear the running water, they'll plug it back up. Last week after we left, Dad stayed behind and he did see the beaver, and he made some efforts to take care of the beaver. Don't know if it worked or not. He came back a few days later, this was plugged up. So he kind of assumed that he didn't get it. One thing that's interesting, and you'll see in the video, it seems like this, the way this dam this time was architected was a little different. It wasn't near like what it has been. There wasn't near as much mud in it. So it almost makes me believe that maybe it wasn't the same beaver, maybe there was two, and a different beaver built this dam this time. But you'll see in the video, it was built completely different from the way it has been in the first two videos. But if you do enjoy this type of content, please do subscribe. I'll keep doing this, and not just this location. I'm going to show you the last culvert that it goes through before it hits the main ditch. Once it gets through that last culvert, it's pretty much open. There's just like a bridge or two, then it goes into the bayou. So you'll notice as we clean these out, we're really careful about trying to get all the stuff out and not let it go through, because if it goes through, it's just going to get caught in the next grate down there. So it.
Oh my God. Beavers are not happy.
All right, this is the westernmost culvert. Where we were before was right down there. This one was actually already open and flowing. So, you see there's irrigation runoff. So even though we're in the middle of severe drought, there hasn't been any rain, that's all irrigation runoff. So it still keeps these things full. And this one goes down that way, same thing. It's just catching drainage for all these fields. Comes into here, goes to the main ditch. So that's good. I don't know what that means, why the beaver hasn't been down here and clogged this one up. Please do comment below. Tell me what you think of the video. If you've ever had any experience dealing with beavers. Thanks for watching.